This is the voice of LECDA coming to you from Gaza Media Podcast here in Huntington, West Virginia. And today is Saturday, December 8, 2023. Remember, this is your weekly community update focusing on LECDA activity and the BLM community as a whole. With the second Saturday of December, and it is almost Christmas time and the last month of the year as well. Good morning, dear listener. Before we begin this presentation, we wish to express our sympathy to Lord Mayor Ken Michael, who one of his property was damaged by a fire incident. Gaza media have been on the scene, but there is not much we can share at this point to the public. However, except of the short narrative that was presented to us by the manager of the hotel, and detail of that story is on our YouTube channel. We will continue to monitor this story and other related news happening around the BLM community. Also, the Kamalem Gregory of Diamond Travel Limited breaks silence after about 3 weeks when one of his bosses got into a serious accident leading to the death of his chief driver, Boys to Men. For detail, also log on to our YouTube channel. Let's switch gear now to LECDA USA and find out what is happening. And first, the CEO, Mr. Etienne Pascal, 50th birthday is next Saturday, December 16 in Tucson, Arizona. Information reaching our desk says he's inviting the entire BLM community to Arizona come Saturday, December 16. Pascal used to be the Chief Financial Officer for LECDA USA before he was elected last September 2023 as the CEO. He was very good at fundraising and presenting the financial record in the public. A responsibility that has been handed over to a lady, Mrs. Therese, who is now the president, who is also the president of Maruta organization. This lady has two positions. She represents her fandom as the BOT member in LECDA USA and also as the Chief Financial Officer. We will be listening to her. Stay tuned. Okay, let's find out from this lady how she is able to manage these two positions, the president of a fandom and also the chief financial officer for LECDA USA. You know, every strong organization cannot drive without the financial book being so clean. Madam Therese, good morning and welcome to Gaza Media.
Good morning, Mr. Kumba, and thank you for inviting me to this media.
Yes, Madam Therese, I think this is the first time we're having this kind of interview. You know, we used to hear of Iron Ladies. We used to hear of Nancy Pelosi when she was the speaker at the Capitol. So I think you are also an Iron Lady. Two positions: the president of a fandom and the chief financial officer for LECDA USA. Is that not amazing?
That is really amazing, and I think you put me way over the platform. So,
no, I think you merit it. You deserve.
I will take it. It's a blessing.
Yes.
You know, to be able to be out there to serve our people.
Yes, I like that. You know, you took up the position from the current CEO, Mr. Pascal Chenden, who used to be the chief financial officer, and he was very aggressive sometime in fundraising, collection of dues. He used to publish like the spreadsheet. So if I may just ask you, what strategy are you deploying or to maybe for when it comes to collection of dues? Because that is one of the problems that we face in our community.
Yes, thank you so much. Our former chief financial officer, who is now our CEO, did a very good job, and sometimes we don't need to reinvent the wheels. We may just need to add to what we already have. Keeping account of everybody on a spreadsheet is good. Which is what I've also done in other organizations that I've been a treasurer or financial secretary. So that's a very good way of keeping records of people's money. So what I intend to do differently this time as a chief financial officer, I plan on us starting the fundraising early enough. So for our last meeting, I did announce that my treasury is open. Anybody that wants to start paying their dues now, we will be ready to collect. And I think that is good because as we go forward, I will be publishing those that have already paid. And as you know, people in our community, nobody likes to be left out. Nobody likes to feel left out. So when they see other people paying, we start, people will tend to pay early enough. So at the, towards the convention, we are not, at the mercy of time, knocking on people's door and pressurizing people. And take the time and do your payment early enough. It will save us a whole lot. And not only people, I will also endorse on our people to not only pay their dues, but talk to friends and direct well wishers to go onto the website and make their donations and see how we can raise as much funds as possible. Okay. Even before the convention.
Because you're talking about starting collection of dues earlier. Because I remember in the last convention, the Maryland convention, it was also adopted that due collection should even be a year-round business, not wait until when it's 1 month to the next convention.
Yes. Because the reason is a lot of time when we do it so close to the convention, a lot of people are not even aware. So by the time people are aware, it feels like they're being pressurized to pay that money. But if we put it out there early enough, now we do have the BLM Hub, which is a general forum for all the BLM people. It's open to everybody. You're welcome to join that forum, not only to go read what is happening around the BLM, but also to contribute to the community as well. So, we're going to make good use of that forum and try to reach as many people as possible, and also talk to the various fandoms to, remind the people to also send in their dues as soon as possible or as early as possible to the LECDA treasury.
Okay. Yes. Madam Therese, let's switch gear a little bit. Let's talk about your presidency at the fondom level. When did you become the president of Umabuto?
So as a president of Umabuto, I started off as a vice president. That was back in 2000. If my memory is not failing me, that would be.
So that means you have been in the office. That means you have been in the leadership position for a couple of years.
Yes. So I had the position in 2021.
Okay. So. That means, I'm glad the way you climb to position level. You at first you were a member of the board, then you become the chief financial officer. So you kind of see how things have been done before. So now, what project have you accomplished, if any? Do you want to share them with the BLM people?
So as a president of Makudu, we did have as we all know, the crisis back home has really crippled our people, and a lot of our people left. So a lot of them became IDPs, like internally displaced people within our own country. So that is what we've been focused on mostly in the past 2 to 3 years, trying to make sure wherever our people are, they are comfortable and they're able to fend for themselves. So we have been having little support here and there to make sure they're okay. And but prior to that, we had projects on, improving on our school systems, and also a water project that was underway prior to the crisis. And that has not been forgotten completely, but we are dealing, when the crisis started, we had to deal with what we have at hand to make sure everyone is okay. And then, so eventually we're going to go back to the water project, and then,
Yes, Madam Teres. Yes, because now, yeah, I think the message out now is the BLM people should try and return home because of the suffering they are facing in other provinces. When you leave your own territory, you leave your own ecological niche, then you go to somewhere else to settle, it becomes very challenging. Even last convention, when the fund of Nwangong was here, he told me that the BLM chief conference had a meeting and they are really encouraging people. So if I may ask you, do you have any micro project or thing that can really help the people when they are returning back home to resettle? I would call it resettlement because they left for like a couple of years. Now, if they are returning home, how do they adapt? Do you have any micro project to improve on the amenity or their livelihood?
At this point, is still in the talks. It's very premature to elaborate on. But what we're doing currently is, first, we want to make sure they have their health, their well-being is good. So we have partnered with LECDA USA on the health campaign that we all know has been going on the past 2 years. So this year they're extending to the fundamental dispensary, and this will take place March of next year. And so we are working on that, together with them to see that this comes to fruition. And I think this is something that our people will really, really benefit, because a lot of them, one of the concerns is they don't have the health care. So if we do this as a jumpstart, where we're able to, make sure their health is okay, those with chronic diseases are able to get medication within the community where they don't have to travel very far to get, simple medication for their day-to-day living, then that will be of great help to them. So that's where we're starting at. So we're still working with the USA, headed by Mr. Terence Atem. Yeah, so we're all working on that, and
I'm just amazed listening to you how Fondong can now come together and work in partnership. As you remember the message was the BLM is one, and it will see this translate into practical, into real action. I think it will be a good thing for our suffering mass back home. I want to thank you.
Definitely.
Yes, for that kind of leadership. When I say you are an iron lady, people thought I was joking. So now, okay, now,
so much.
yes, let's talk. I know the time is running out. Let's touch one last point before you go. LECDA Life. LECDA Life has been so instrumental to our community. When you look at the data, I've been covering their story for the past 1 year now. And I see tremendous value that they are bringing to the community. Being able to give that peace of mind to the family when their loved one transition is something unmeasurable. So my question to you is, and one top people here in the US enroll into that program?
Yes, so LECDA Life is something that, at this point, since it was started, personally, I think it's something that we cannot do without, because we know how people have been suffering when it comes to death of family members. So I hold that very dear to my heart, and personally, I've been very, very involved in LECDA Life in two ways. The Manota people, we do have a group of registered members, I think, and as a president, everybody, unless it's someone that I don't know in the community, we make sure everyone is enrolled in LECDA Life. Because at the end of the day, it's our responsibility if something happened to this individual. So we just make sure everyone is enrolled in LECDA Life. And outside of the LECDA Life community, I do run a whole program, the Phoenix group in Arizona. I run that group, and we started off with 30 members. Today, we are close to 200 members, and or I'll say 150.
Wow.
I haven't looked at the total recently, but yes, my group is very diverse. It does not only have the BLM people, we have friends of the BLM, we even have foreigners like Nigerians, Liberians, all in our group. So it's something that I don't take lightly. Anybody that comes my way wants to know about LECDA Life, I make sure I sit them down and tell them what this is and how much they can benefit from it. And almost, I'll say 90% of people I've talked to end up registering in LECDA Life.
Yes, Madam Therese, I think you are really a leader. Sometimes we used to undermine women, but there are women with difference. I think your strong leadership in community, the love for community, nobody can pay for that kind of services that you do. I want to thank you so much for your time, for being with me this morning. Maybe this is Christmas time, and we'll give you the opportunity to give a shout out, a Merry Christmas to any family or to anyone, maybe your family. I'll give you 30 seconds.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kumber, and I just wish to say happy holidays to everyone, all the BLM community, friends of BLM, and everybody listening to Gaza Media. Please enjoy time with your families, party safely, and be responsible. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. It was our pleasure. Dear listener, we want to thank you for staying connected with us. Please share or forward this content to all sons and daughters of the BLM. And don't forget to subscribe to Gaza Media YouTube, the CNN of the BLM, as many people say it. The more we grow our community, the more we grow our viewer, the more the BLM become known for the good things that most of you are doing, like Mrs. Fomiche Therese that you've just been listening to. Again, let me let you go, and I will say bye-bye for now. I will see you next time, and my name again is Ernest Kumba, your community news update.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kumba. You have a good day.
Yes, me too.
Parce que les femmes, ouh là là,